Hello, kindergarten. Welcome back to art class. Today we're going to learn how to make these pineapple pinch pot pencil holders. To get started with our clay project, just a little review. Clay, we cannot start and finish a clay project in one day. We will be working in this red circle stage today, and that's what I call is the Play-Doh stage. So whatever we're going to be making, just like we learned about last week, it's going to be easy to shape, mold, and form. Then it's going to dry in the air. I'm going to put it in that giant clay oven called a kiln. And then we're going to do something called glazing. I put it back in the kiln and then we'll have our finished piece. So how many times does it go in the kiln? That's right, twice. So clay is a long process and we're going to get started with that process today. For our art project, you are going to be making the kindergarten art project, which is a pinch pot turned into a pineapple. And we're going to be using some scissors today to actually cut into the clay to give it that texture, and it can hold a pencil. So first things first, you're going to get a little ball of clay, and we're not going to use all of it at once. So you're going to tear some of it off and put it to the side because we need to reserve some clay for the stem of our pineapple. Next, we're going to make a pinch pot. So we need to roll the clay into a ball and then push your thumb inside of it. And then pause and I will come check it. Next, you're going to start pinching it and opening it up. Now, not pinching like with your little fingers, pinching like a duck quack. And you're going to pinch it and open it up till it looks like a little pot. Now, be careful because if you pinch it too much, it will not be able to hold itself up. It will be too skinny and too thin. Then we're going to just leave that to the side a second, and we're going to go back to that extra clay. We're going to roll that into a ball and then roll it into a short coil, just like we learned last week. So I have two pieces I rolled into a ball, and now I'm making them a coil. Now, to attach two pieces of clay together, this is where those toothpicks come in handy. You'll also have some water at your desk, and we're going to rub a little bit of the water onto our clay with the toothbrush, and then we're going to press it on. And once you press it on with your fingers, you need to smooth it out and make sure the two pieces are now one piece. And then I'm going to do that again. Rub it with the toothbrush and some water, press it on, pick it back up because I need to hold underneath it as I press or else you'll flatten it out. And then using your fingers to mush and spread and push the clay together. It's okay if your two coils get pushed together and touch, that's fine. Then you're going to find a little knife tool, and it actually works best if your knife tool is clean or a little bit wet. You're going to slice your coils in half. So now you have 4 sections. And I like to use my fingers, get it a little bit wet and smooth them out to make it look more like a leaf at the top of a pineapple. You know how they're kind of like pokey. All right, because this is going to be a pencil holder, we need to make a spot for where the pencil's going to go. So you're going to find a pencil at your desk and poke it all the way through the top where your leaves are coming out. And you should actually see through and see a hole. And then underneath, you can smooth it out if something is blocking the hole. And then if you notice that your leaves are not on there very well, try to pinch them and smooth them back out, and then try to poke that hole a little bit better. Because sometimes once we cut the leaves, they will want to kind of fall off. It's okay if they kind of like lean down and they're not as tall. Next, we're going to make the texture of the pineapple, and pineapples are very pokey and spiky. So we're going to use some scissors, and all you need to do is press the scissors up to the clay, close the scissors, and then pull them out. So close, pull, close, pull, close, pull. And you'll notice it starts making these like pointy, spiky looking textures. Now, I am not cutting all the way through this clay. I am only pressing a tiny bit of my scissors, the very tips of them, into the clay. And you need to do this all the way around your pineapple until you see all of that texture. Then put your tools away and bring your pineapple to me, and you can rinse your hands and do a different activity. Remember, when you're done, put all your tools away Bring your pineapple to me. You can go to the rinse station and do a different activity.